Hello and a warm welcome to March West Junction TMD, and today we're over at the 009 layout, Trecwn Valley, so I can show you this new diesel locomotive that I've acquired from Lilliput, and it's a lovely little loco, and I'd like to take you out to the workbench and just show you a closer view and some of the details that this loco's got. So grab yourself a drink and let's take a look. Okay, we're over at the workbench, and I'll just quickly show you the box, just so people can understand who manufactures these. So, as you can see, it's a nice blue box, and it's got Liliput on. That gives a clue to who manufactures these. And if you look on the back, you'll see that it's part of the Bachmann Europe group. So Bachmann actually make these locos, and that's why I want you to understand who manufactures them, because what they've packed into this little loco is absolutely fantastic, and I just don't get why it took so long for them to do it in 00 gauge with the 08 shunters, because there's so much more room in those compared to this little shunter, and you'll see what this shunter's got, which is absolutely outstanding. Now I'll just show you the end of the box. So that's its code. It's HOE, but it will run on 009. The one you have to watch if it's HOM, because that's a different gauge. But HOE is fine to run on 009 track. And it's a nice little, I mean, this is in German, but basically saying it's a diesel shunting locomotive, basically. So it is, a nice little packaged box for it. So as you can see, the way the box is, like I say, it's like Bachmann, and it comes with the clamshell that we all know, and it comes with these foam inserts that go either side to protect the handrails. There's a detailing pack, and I haven't got a clue what these are for. If anyone knows what they're used for and where they go, please drop a comment below. It'd be much appreciated. And the instructions is quite good. Now it's DCC ready. Just open the first page. As you can see, Bachmann Europe. It's in German at the top, and it's in English below. So it just gives you the detail about the loco, and then it even shows you how to open the clamshell, which I've never seen before. Shows you how to convert it to digital, and what parts you have to remove, where it unclips to get the body off. And I think it's a 6-pin decoder that it has inside, which will control the lights, which I'll show you afterwards. And as you can see, it's quite good. It tells you about the warranty. It's in English as well as in German. Excuse me with my... Oh, sorry, open... Is it open the other way? Oh, it opens like that. That's why I can't turn it over. So there you go. It shows you all everything you need to know about lubrication and fitting the chip. So it's really good. And then it's even got a wiring diagram, which I've never seen before. An electrical wiring diagram, which is absolutely brilliant. So it's instruction wise, it's really good. Not only do you get that, you get this as well, which this is telling you about an on and off switch that it's got underneath for the lighting. And this is not to control the directional lighting, because this has got light in both ends, but it's to control the flashing beacon on the roof, which is a nice little touch on this. And this is what I'm going on about, why it's took so long, because this has been out for years. And then this one is explaining all the breakdown of all the parts, if you need to order any replacement parts, which is really good. So it just shows how advanced Europe was at the time, because this, like I say, is quite old. So what we'll do next, we'll just have a closer look at the loco. Okay, so a closer look at the loco. As you can see, it's a lovely little tiny loco. It's got some fantastic printing and the livery application's fantastic. As you can see, it's got these the drive there, which is driven from that side, but it's not the wheels are driven, but that all rotates round, and it works like on a sort of cam rotation, which is nice to watch. It's quite therapeutic to watch it go around. There is a little bit of cab detail, but there's also, it's blocked out as well, because that's where your DCC chip is. And because of the size of this loco, I can understand why it's difficult to get it all in one place. Now there's some separately fitted handrails here, handrail on the end, and these are separately fitted as well. As you can see, there's a horn there as well, and this is the exhaust. And there's different bits on the end of the bonnet there. On the end, as you can see, there's some nice detail as well, and it's got these are the NEM version of 009 couplings, which is standard throughout Europe and in the UK. But there's some nice little plates on there as well, printed. Now this has got working lights. There's 3 lights there that light up, which is absolutely amazing for the size of the loco. It's the same the other side. There's some locks picked out, but they're not separately fitted. But as you can see, the handrails are. And the same at this end, separately fitted wipers, handrails. Again, it's got the lighting at the end, some little maker's plate, and the NEM coupling. Now underneath, as you can see, it's got the drive mechanism. There is access there to actually lubricate it as well. As you can see, the gear sticking through, and there's 4 screws there for unbolting, taking it apart. And there's that on-off switch, which is for this that's on the roof, which is absolutely amazing. There's a little tiny flashing beacon on the roof there, and that looks really cool when it's going along, as you can see from the in-between photos of it running. It's got like a metallic roof, which is nice. It's unusual. On the nose bonnet there, like I say, there's some more little details there. As you can see, there's a little detail there that looks separately fitted. Little triangle piece. I ain't got a clue what that's for. Obviously these on the roof, and then there's a separately fitted horn and separately fitted wipers. And it runs really nice. Now, it is a little bit noisy. I've got to service it and lubricate it because this was a second-hand model. It's not brand new, but it does run really nice. As you can see, there's some steps at the bottom here as well, and you've got the wash stripes that end, wash stripes that end. There's 1 step on that side. There's not one this side because there's not meant to be. And there is like an air cylinder there, some more printed detail. It's hard to focus in on. And something else, it's like a hook. Yeah, it's an actual hook on the end there. So I suppose when this is in a yard shunting, you hook onto that with chains and pull wagons along that are on the next line or something like that. But it is a lovely little loco. Now, I bought this second hand off Fleabay, and the guy had different versions, the red version, 2 different red versions, and this blue version. And I paid just over £70 for this, I think it was, something like that. It's about £80 with the postage, and it's a nice little loco for the money. And when you see what the prices are, I think this is €175 brand new. So I've literally had it for half the price, even though it's second hand, but it's hardly been run when you look at the wheels. There's hardly any, I've run it round a few times, but there's hardly any wear or anything or showing on the wheels. But overall, I think I've got myself a good deal. Okay, that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, don't forget to give it an imperial thumbs up and share with your friends and colleagues. Now, it's a nice little loco to run around the layout. It's something different, and that's the whole point of my layout. I want to do stuff that's running different, and there's always something for a conversation. So hence why I've bought this loco, and I might get one of the other ones in red as well. As you know, it's HOE, so it's HO scale, but you can't really tell the difference. And a lot of my rolling stock is HO scale that I'm running on here, as well as the standard Batman and Pico stuff. Like I say, just make sure you don't buy HOM. The coach behind here, this is HOM, and I've had to rescale the wheels to get it to fit onto the track. So just be mindful, it's HOE that you can use on this 009 track or Engage track that other people use. So like I say, thank you very much for stopping by. Like I say, I hope you've really enjoyed it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to think about subscribing. It's free to do so. I hate the word subscribe. It's still to change that wording, because people always think that you've got to, there's monetary payments involved, but there's not. It's free to do so. Just to subscribe and then hit the bell icon and notify all, and you'll get notified on my next videos when they come out. So hope you're all well. Hope you enjoy your modelling going forward, and please stay safe. Goodbye for now.